I speak of magnetic women, you probably envision women with sharp eyeliner, smoky eyes, siren-esque features, high cheekbones, a red dress with a slit up the side, something sexy, something alluring. And if that's what you imagined when I mentioned a magnetic woman, then you're wrong. Magnetism is a force that anyone can use and govern in order to make their life easier. If only they wield the sword of magnetism correctly, success, prosperity, and popularity are at their fingertips to use however they see fit. Now, if you're new to the idea of magnetism or I want to be magnetic but have no idea how, this video is for you because today I will be teaching you how to sharpen your sword of magnetism and to wield it wisely. Hi, my name is Kay, aka Guy's Daughter, and welcome back to my channel where I talk all things self-empowerment, spirituality, and the occult, or anything I find generally interesting. And today, I'm going to tell you how to be more magnetic. First, I want to explain to you personal magnetism and its components. When someone is magnetic, not only do they attract men and women like bees to honey, but they also attract positive experiences, positive opportunities, and positive places and people and wealth and abundance and so much more. Because when you're a magnetic person, you're an attractive person. What a lot of people don't truly understand is that magnetism is synonymous with authenticity. You see so many people on the internet trying to teach about magnetism and they're telling you to adopt a character. I want to tell you to just be yourself. People who are unapologetically and passionately themselves are often the most unique person in the room because they are not trying to curate to a certain type of people, to a certain niche. They are simply existing. And as these people who are true to themselves are more unique, we as humans are naturally drawn to unique things. Uniqueness brings forth curiosity and captures attention. It also creates a feeling of novelty that brings people in, that makes people want to ask you questions, that makes people want to be near you, that makes people want to help you, want to be by your side as a sidekick or a mentor or a guide or whatever it is. It draws people in, and with people come different opportunities, different experiences. And that's what true magnetism entails when you use it positively and wisely and you make sure it is rooted in yourself and your authenticity. If you've ever been around someone with a magnetic aura or a magnetic presence, and whenever they walked into the room, everyone kind of just looks in their direction and it's kind of just a feeling, a force that they exude from their being, and they're not doing anything. They simply walk into the room. It's because they are just being themselves, and that is enough. And I need you to realize that you have that power too. The power to just be yourself. I mean, be your best self. And I mean your best self that exists even on your worst day. The reason why I want you to stay true to yourself so badly through this journey of becoming more magnetic, which honestly, once you learn how to do it, you could flip on like a switch. It's because whenever you start drawing in things, if you're magnetic and not rooted in who you are, you will start to attract opportunities and people and experiences that aren't really aligned with where your heart is or who you are as a person, and then you're going to start feeling lost. So that's why you have to stay true to you no matter who likes or dislikes this, because this will completely affect everything that you attract. And you don't want to be attracting things that have no real benefit to you, but only benefit the character that you've created. In order to cultivate your most attractive self, aka your most magnetic self, I have a few tips that I want to go over, and then I'm going to go over some misconceptions about magnetism that people have. So the first thing I want you to do is to self-reflect. Something I did recently was I texted some people in my family and my boyfriend. I spoke to him in person and I asked them some of their opinions on me, some things that they really love about me and some things that they really hate and they would rather change. And I got a lot of feedback, and some of the things that they loved about me, I already knew I had those things, and the things that they knew they hated about me, it actually brought to my attention because I didn't know everything, and that the way I behaved was affecting people in this way. And then what I did was I journaled it out, and I decided that everything I do, I wanted to be more rooted in love. And basically I just really analyzed what they were saying, and I didn't take it to heart in a way that would hurt me. I used it to fuel me, how I could be a better person. Now, if you're gonna do this, do not just ask random people. Ask people who you love and who you know truly love you. Because if you're just asking random people, people you've only known for months, that's a horrible idea because you don't know what their true intentions are if they don't truly love you. And I mean truly love you, okay? Not just benefit from your existence, from you just being there, from you giving them something, but actually want to see you grow. So after you ask some people you love about their opinions on you, I actually want you to focus on your opinions of yourself. So as you're going through these things, you could say, I don't really feel that way about myself, but let me go back and see some instances in the past where maybe I've acted this way or this has been true. And then you'll find some or you'll find none, or you'll find things that people don't like about you that you generally cannot change because that is who you are. And that's okay too, because sometimes it's a little bit of nitpicking, not really that it's a flaw that you have, but it's just something they don't like. And that's okay, because you will accept what you cannot change and change what you can and feel like you should change. Not everything about yourself I'm saying you should change, just the things that you know could be better. There's always room for improvement, especially when you're improving from a place rooted in love for yourself and for the people who care about you. So after you self-reflect, I want you to set some goals, okay? And I'm not just talking about life goals. I'm also talking about goals about your personality, because your personality, it is not stagnant. It is not steadfast. It can change if you allow it to. So if you want to be kinder, write out affirmations. I am kind. Everything I speak out of love. One of my number one affirmations that I do every day is I radiate love and my reality reflects love back to me. Another really good one I have is I am strong, intelligent, resilient, abundant, and a magnet for success, abundance, and prosperity. I write that and say that 3 times in the mirror every day. So if your goal is to be more abundant, maybe you being more abundant starts off with you being more grateful, because there's abundance all around you. If you start to forget that and lose sight of the abundance all around you, you start just receiving less gifts simply because you're not seeing everything that you receive as a gift. So it really just starts with being more grateful if you want to be more abundant. If you want to be more kind, start being kind to yourself. Say positive affirmations so that you're filling yourself with love and will therefore be able to share love with other people, okay? It's hard to be kind to people when you're beating yourself up all of the time. Another thing, if you want to be better in school, if you want to be smarter, try reading more books, study more. Whenever your professor sends lectures for you to watch or videos for you to watch, actually watch them. You could watch them while you're doing your makeup. I just did that. I literally did my makeup and watched my professor talk about sedimentary rocks, and it was great. If you want to be better with money, start watching videos on credit, on investing, download an investing app, practice a little bit. Whatever it is you want to do. If you want to be more healthy, go work out, go on runs, go on walks, stretch more. There's so many things that you can decide. I want to embody this. I want this to be a part of my personality. I want this to be a part of my person, a part of my soul. Write it down, which helps me, and then go out and do it. Set realistic goals for yourself so that you can improve as a person. Because again, there is always room for improvement. Doesn't mean you suck. It doesn't mean that you're less than as you are now. It just means that we are ever evolving. That's the one constant in life: evolution, change. It never stops. So just get used to it. Another thing that you can do to become more magnetic and more attractive is to invest in learning new skills. I personally right now am in the midst of learning metalsmithing to enhance my jewelry business. Originally, when I was doing my jewelry business, I was kind of confused and I really felt this creative energy surging through me, but I didn't really know quite how to make really beautiful art and jewelry. So I was kind of using beads, and I was using metal beads, plastic beads, and then I realized I don't really want this. I want the real deal. I want silver, I want gold, I want flashy, I want gemstones. And then I started researching metalsmithing, so that's my new journey right now. I'm getting it really into that. Whatever it is that your heart longs to learn, longs to know, longs to understand, that's what you should be digging your nails into and have it taking a bite out of, and really, really investing your time into learning these skills. If you could profit off of them, like I'm going to do, great. If you can't, and it's really just for you to do for fun, that's great too. Learn new skills. Like We have so much time, but actually none at all. And why not fill this time with learning? Another thing that you can do that I really, really implore is that you surround yourself with positive people. Smoking a lot, drinking a lot, I totally understand like having your weekends and having your time, but those do cloud your judgment. Even though like weed can be used in spiritual practices, I'm not saying that they can't, but I'm just saying in general, if you drink every day, every week, if you smoke every day, every week, to eat, to drink water, if you need to smoke to do any of like your normal daily activities, it's probably a problem. Or if you hang around people who do this, it's probably a bit of a problem, and you really just want to hone in on your health and on positive influences, okay? Because alcohol, it's an influence, it's negative. I'm sorry, you could have your fun with it, I guess. It's not good for you. It's bad for your body. It's bad for literally your brain cells. The reason why it makes you drunk and you have the experience of being drunk, it's not actually a good thing to be out of your senses that way. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like I have to explain this very deep. But not only influences such as things that you inhale or drink or whatever, but also people. You don't want to be hanging around people who don't believe in you, who don't believe in themselves, who are very pessimistic. That's not what you want. Because are you that way? Or are you trying to be that way? If you're watching this video, you're most likely trying to move away from that pattern of thinking. So why surround yourself with people who are not on the same page? Another thing that is very important for magnetism, because even though magnetism isn't fully about your appearance, it's about your appearance a lot of the time. What's the first thing that you notice about someone before they speak? It's how they look. I mean, I hate that it's true. But that doesn't mean you change your appearance in certain parts of yourself because it doesn't look like the girls you see on TV or the girls that you see on social media. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying take care of yourself. So make sure you brush twice a day and you floss at night. If you oil pull, do that. Take care of your skin. Take care of your hair. Take care of your body. Find a scent that you like, or do no scent at all if you really like your natural scent, whatever it is, and put that on every day. Make it a part of you. This is creating a version of yourself that's not different from you, but an extension of you. So how you appear is an extension of yourself, of your personality. You can see it in how you dress, and you can see it in how you smell and how your makeup looks. It's just an extension of your personality and what you like. So go ahead and showcase that. This next tip to being more magnetic goes back to the first tip I gave you, which is to seek feedback. But this time, I want you to really hone in on those unique qualities that you have, whether these people that you love told you them or you just know inherently that you have these qualities. These are the things that shine through you. These are the things that bring you the most attention, positive attention, right? And magnetism, it is about positive attention. So use these things for your advantage. If people tell you, you are very funny, girl, hone in on that. I'm not saying remove yourself from your natural flow of humor and to start being fake, but I'm just saying remember consciously, like, I'm funny. That's like one of my things. And so whenever you're with people, maybe make a little bit of an effort to make people laugh. Or if someone tells you you're very introspective and they really enjoy that, you don't have to change how you naturally behave, but just be more conscious of it. Whenever you are in a place of introspection, be like, hey, you're right, I really am introspective. And start taking account of your environment, of the people around you. And if you're really, really introspective in a way where you notice the things about people that they don't even notice about themselves, maybe bring it up. Hey, I really love your hair today. Did you change it? Or you have a beautiful smile, and use that to your advantage to create deeper connections with people. Okay, whatever it is that you have, because everyone has something. There's just no way that you have nothing. That's impossible. Use it to build bridges between you and other souls. And lastly, I want you to celebrate your achievements. Okay, even if it's something you did in middle school or high school, or you did last year in college, or whatever it is, celebrate it, because it reminds you of what you're capable of. If you don't ever celebrate anything you do that is positive, you start to lose track of the fact that you are a positive person. You are a loving person. You have been this entire time. You just need to pay better attention. Now onto some misconceptions about social magnetism. A lot of people believe that magnetism is solely based in appearance. And yes, it is partially based in appearance, and not in a way where you have to change your appearance, but in a way where you heighten your appearance. So you don't want to change things, you just want to bring more attention to things, the same way like a lot of women do with their makeup, right? We're just bringing attention to certain parts of our face. Like I put blush to bring attention to my cheekbones, and I put a little bit of eyeliner to bring attention to my eyes, okay? I'm not changing anything. I'm just showing you where I want you to look and where I want your eyes to go. It's the same thing with appearance. But it's not just about that. It's also about how you treat people. Magnetic people are not buttholes, right? Magnetic people usually don't suck. People who are buttholes and who suck, you usually don't want to be around them, right? So it is about your personality. And like I said before, you want to build connections with people, even if they're not for hierarchical gain, for social status, just to be kind. You want to build these type of connections, okay? Because this does make you more magnetic. If you're the type of person who is kind, who is loving, who is willing to start conversations with people, people like that. Because we are social creatures. So, you know, use that to your advantage. It's not just about your appearance. It's about who you are as a person. Another thing that people think about personal magnetism that isn't true is that it is innate and unchangeable. Absolutely not. I mean, some people look in the mirror and they don't like their appearance, and then they start thinking, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna be magnetic. I'm never gonna be a sexy hot chick. Like, I'm never gonna draw people in. People hate me. Those are just negative things that I don't even want you to be saying to yourself. Even if you don't like your face and you don't like your personality, I need you to lie to yourself. I need you to say every day in the mirror or write it down that I am loving, I am beautiful, I am kind. And then start adopting the habits of someone who is loving, beautiful, and kind. Because even if you're like, okay, I have no magnetism, it is changeable. You can build it. I'm giving you the steps to do it right now, okay? You can literally switch it on whenever it fully clicks in your brain, everything I'm saying. It's like a switch. Then you just turn it on and you're suddenly magnetic. I do it all the time. I personally have social anxiety disorder. So usually when I go out, I'm like very quiet and I don't really like to talk to people. People will come up to me to compliment me or to say hi to me, people I don't know, and I kind of just hide. But some days, I'm like, what am I doing? And I kind of just turn it on, and then I'm a social butterfly. So it really just depends on you. You have to flip the switch. And sometimes it's really, really hard, and the switch is like really, really, really deep in there. But I'm telling you, babe, you got it. Just remember that it's there and that it's all up to you. And that anyone who's judging you, who cares? What is their judgment really doing to you? Nothing. So you have to have confidence in the fact that you can be whoever you want to be. And that who you are as a person, it's not someone you need to change. It's not a person or a personality trait that you need to change. It's a person or a personality trait that you need to heighten, bring more attention to, make it louder, or sometimes make certain things softer. You know, there's like a scale like kind and not kind, but then there's in between. So if you're not kind, you don't have to be the kindest person in the world. You just have to move a little bit over to this side. Just become a little bit kinder, because everything is a scale. Everything is a spectrum. So you're not canceling out certain things about your personality. You're simply moving on different directions of the scale, if that makes sense. Again, some people believe that social magnetism is only for extroverts. I literally am not an extrovert. I used to be an extrovert, and then at one point I went to 3 different schools within the span of 3 months, and it completely changed like my brain chemistry. It was kind of hard for me, and then I just stopped talking. I stopped being able to communicate for a while with people in public. It started being very hard and very nerve-wracking for me. Not only that, but I have this thing where I could just feel like people's energy, and then it makes me feel like I have to squish down because it's just so much, and it's like heavy, and it's like squeezing me. I don't know how to explain that. That's just anxiety for you, and a little bit of empathy. But anyway, so I struggle with that. I will go to like Target. This happened recently with my boyfriend. I'm wearing his clothes. I don't have any makeup on. My hair's in a messy bun. Someone still came up and gave me a compliment. It was like, you're literally so pretty. I was like, thank you. I love you. You know, like, you don't have to be talking to anyone. Some people are just drawn into you. Like, that's just how it is. You don't have to speak. It helps if you do, if you're social, but some people are just not. And this is another thing about like building a character. I've seen some people say like, oh, to be magnetic, you have to be silent and mysterious. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you're a silent person, and you don't talk, I only talk to people I know, really. I'm actually very awkward. But I think like it's kind of cute, like whatever. Then that's fine. If you are a social butterfly, then talk to people. That's what you do. That's who you are. What is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Some people really like people who are very sociable and kind and friendly and just have this light energy about them. Like they can just bound around and talk to whoever. That's a great personality trait to have. Don't throw that away because people are telling you that's what you need to do to be more magnetic, because that's not true. You are magnetic in your own right. Like I said, you just have to be authentic in who you are and hone in on the skills that you already have. Lastly, a lot of people assume that being socially magnetic is manipulative, like a seductress who's trying to manipulate men and women to get what they want. In a way, it kind of is, but not in a negative way. I mean, we manipulate our reality all the time to get what we want. And you don't have to lie to people, right? We're not lying to people. We're not putting on a show. It would actually be worse if you were putting on a character instead of just being who you are. But since you're being so authentic and so true to you, it's really not even that bad. I mean, all you're doing is maximizing your personality traits and honing in on your key skills that only you have and using them to your advantage. What's wrong with that? Nothing. It's actually a great idea. So do it. If the camera angle looks a little bit different, it's because my phone just ran out of storage, which is why I have to get a camera. I will at some point, just not right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope these tips will help you hone in on your key personality traits and things about yourself that you love the most so that you can become more magnetic and draw in more people, opportunities, and positive experiences. Thank you so much for watching. Love you lots. Bye.